Hey guys, it's me, VSG Mom Geek. I'm sorry it's been so long. I didn't really have too much to report, so I wanted to make sure I had some good stuff to tell ya before I made a video. I have been a little active on Instagram, so you can check that out if you're interested. Let's see, where am I at? I left off with having gone to my second pre-op appointment at my bariatric clinic, which is required by my insurance company, and I have Aetna. All of those details will be listed in the description box below. But in addition to that, I had issues with my BMI being borderline, the surgeon may not being willing to do the surgery because if my BMI goes too low or my insurance not covering it. So I called the director of my bariatric program. After about a week or so, last week, she contacted me back and she said that my insurance does require that I go for 3 consecutive months. So my August appointment, it would have been August to September is 1, September to October is 2, October to November is 3, November to December is how that would have worked out. And I think that's BS because it just says in all my paperwork 3 consecutive months. So she did say 4, which may bring me to the beginning of December. She said, however, as long as I've done all the requirements leading up, that they can still submit me for to the surgeon's office, because the surgeon's office won't even see me until I've been pre-approved or approved through my insurance or something along those lines. But the surgeon has to be the person who submits me to the insurance. So I think what happens is they gather all the data from my visits and all my test results and stuff. They submit that to the surgeon. The surgeon looks it over and determines if they're willing to send it off to the insurance company. Once they hear back, then they'll schedule an appointment with me. And then after I meet the surgeon, it could be any time after that I get a surgery date. So fingers crossed that after this appointment, they'll have everything that they need. That's on November 1st. And that would actually be my third, but if I have everything, I guess she said he can still try to submit it. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until the beginning of December, which is pushing it really close to the end of the year. And I'm getting new insurance next year. And I've already met all my out-of-pocket max and deductibles and all that stuff for this year, which is why I really wanted to get the surgery this year, because it would not cost me anything. Which brings me to a really cool thing that happened this week. So my insurance, I told you guys how I lost my job. I was there for election. Well, when I started, I elected to have $2,000 in my flexible spending account. So I thought I would be able to use that for surgery. And because I no longer worked there, I lost the ability to use my flexible spending from any time outside of my employment time frame. So that basically means from the time I started until the day I quit, it would only cover any service appointments during that time frame. So nothing outside of that. So if I have the surgery in December, I can't use my flexible spending. And then I was notified that through my plan, through my employer, I have a year to use the benefits for those between those service dates, but they did not extend the amount. So usually with an FSA, you get all of the money up front. But once I left my position or left my company, they actually pulled out what wasn't paid already. So that left me with about $1,200, which is totally fine. I don't care. But now I have $1,200 and nowhere to spend it, right? And I haven't had any other appointments or office visits during the time frame in which I was employed. So I'm basically screwed. I just lost all this money, $1,200 that I put into this. Well, at my last appointment with the exercise therapist, I don't know. He had mentioned that I might be able to get a exercise program covered. So in the past, I have gone to a facility that's local to me, and they do these amazing circuit training. And it's full body workout. It's an hour long, and it's incredible. I love it. It makes you work your ass off, and it builds up as you continue to get stronger, and it also can build it's very customizable. You get a nutritionist and you get a body specialist. So they take all your measurements, they track all of your progress, they put you in one of these machines that measures your fat versus your bone and all this stuff, which is super cool. Well, the program is $35 a month. Then to take any classes, it's $6.99 per class. So it's kind of expensive, right? It's like $80 to $100 a month, which isn't terrible, but we already pay for another membership at another gym. And that's more of like a family recreation center. That's where I run the track when it rains. That's where my husband does some lifting and stuff. My kids do gymnastics and rock climbing there. So it's beneficial for us to have the membership there because it's more family oriented, which is why I, especially being unemployed now, can't justify the cost of having another membership. So I called my FSA. They confirmed that if before the end of this month, if I have a letter from my doctor saying that out of medical necessity, I need to have access to a gym or a certain type of weight loss program, that it should be covered. And then if I have a receipt from the facility showing the amount, and it had to not be broken down from month to month. It had to be like one solid rate for the entire program, because if it was broken down month to month, then technically they would only cover this month. They won't cover any future months. So I talked to the owner of my gym, or of this program. Once I get all of this sorted, I will link all of their details. If you're in the metropolitan Detroit area, these classes are phenomenal and I love them. I've done them in the past and I've had really great success. Some of my family members do it and have used it and have had really great success as well. So I'll link it all, not right now, only because if it doesn't get approved, I don't want to put that information out there if it's inaccurate. So the owner wrote me a letter, or gave me a receipt of all the services that I would receive, and it was like $1,200 for the year. And the doctor gave me a letter. I've submitted those to my FSA, and I should hear something back by the beginning of next week. If it's going to be covered, they will reimburse me the money. And then I just got a gym membership, basically, using my FSA, and my $1,200 wouldn't have then been wasted. And it's a program that I really, really feel passionate about. So super awesome. I don't know. It is the end of the year for everybody's medical plans. So if you have extra money on your FSA and you can get your doctor to write you a note, I'm sure you could probably do the same thing at a facility that they approve. Maybe something that's more local. I know my bariatric clinic offers access to their facility that's on site. There's a track and a pool, and they also have weights and treadmills and stuff that we can access during our entire process, and I think up to a year after. But it's quite a a haul away from us. So I don't know if you're in a similar situation where your clinic may be further away than some other type of program, but it's worth looking into. I thought it was pretty badass to hear about this, and super beneficial for me. And so hopefully if you have extra money on your FSA, it works out for you too. What was the next thing? Oh, okay. So I just wanted to put this out here because there's been a lot of chatter I hear on different social platforms about people disclosing the information of having the surgery versus not having it, or telling people that you did or didn't have it. And I'm going to be one of those people that doesn't tell people. I know that sounds bad, or that I'm embarrassed, and that's not the case. I'm not. I'm proud that I'm having this. I'm proud that I came to the decision to save my life. Every person in my family has bad hearts and diabetes and a whole list of other medical problems. Luckily, I haven't had issues with those yet, but it's very possible because it's very real in my life, in my family. So I'm happy with my decision. So, and I'm not telling anybody that they shouldn't be. I just don't have I don't have support. My husband and you, all of you, will be the only people in my life that will know, which is why you are all so important to me. This community is so phenomenal, and the support and the love and passion, and you guys are just so amazing, and I'm so blessed to have found you all, because I couldn't do this by myself. My husband's wonderful, and he is doing his very best to support me the best he can, but he's not going through it. He's also not overweight, so he doesn't overly understand. My family is they're what we call fatophobes. They're overweight, but they have issues with fat people. They're racist against people that are overweight. It's disgusting. My entire life I was treated very, very poorly, and I don't want to get into any of all of that, but for my life and my situation, not sharing this with family is the right choice. They don't get it. They won't get it. And I choose to not be abused. It would put more pressure and more stress on an already stressful situation. The process, the procedure, and the work afterwards is going to be enough. Maybe down the road, I'm not sure, but right away I don't plan to share it with anyone. I will keep you guys involved in how I'm being a undercover secret bariatric patient. I have some ideas of how I'm going to swing it. But for anyone else that is not sharing the information with family or loved ones, I would love to know how you do it, or how successful it's been. Have people found out, or has it been pretty easy to keep that information secret? So, and I'll let you know how I've been doing it, or how I plan to do it, as I go along. But currently right now, it's just my husband, and I'm good with that, and my weight loss friends. So I love you guys so much, and I thank you for being there for me, because I really don't know how I would get through any of it without you guys. This is an amazing community, and even when I would suggest it for even thin people, because the love and support is just phenomenal. So, okay, got that out of the way, and I didn't even cry. I've been practicing, and I don't want to make this video super, super long. Oh, by the way, do you see this shirt? Let me tell you about this shirt. This shirt I have not worn since I was in my 220s, maybe early 230s, and I'm 242, which I'm not there yet, but I usually can't get it over my arms. is the problem. It's an extra large from Old Navy, and I have it in white as well. I had an interview today, so, which went like shit. I think I mentioned that earlier. So my flabby arms don't usually fit in it, but it's actually fitting and it looks good. And I'm wearing dress pants and they're not digging into me, and my shirt isn't, I don't feel uncomfortable. Like usually I feel very uncomfortable in my clothes. I don't like wearing clothes unless I'm wearing like sweatpants and a t-shirt, because of how uncomfortable it is. It digs in here, or it caves in here, or something's hanging out here. And today is the first day that I don't feel that way. Like I am wearing some of my skinnier clothes because none of my bigger clothes would fit. And it feels amazing. It does. I'm really excited. I actually packed, you see all these bags back here? What? We are a family of bags. And I'm going to tell you, this is nuts. Nuts. We have swimming today. We have gymnastics today. We have work. Well, I don't have work because I'm a loser that doesn't have a job. School. My kids have school, so everybody has their own backpacks. I have a backpack. My husband has a backpack. Lunches and bags for every event. We are the bag people. It's gross. Hide your bags, hide your babies, because we taking all them babies and the bags and we're putting them in my van. No, we're not. Don't report me. I'm not taking anybody's babies. All right. Sorry. I may cut that out because that got a little weird. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. If you have questions about the FSA stuff, or if you have questions about, the insurance, the Aetna insurance that I have covering the program and things, definitely comment below. You can direct message me. But yeah, I will talk to you all soon. I love you. Bye.